since 2011 or 2010, I had this name, Cool Pals, na ayokong bitawan na parang, ang isip ko, pangalan natin, The Cool Pals. Cool Pals. Kasi parang, maganda sa tunog, ganyan, tapos magkakaibigan tayo, tapos kupalan din naman. At sabay-sabay na sumigaw ang lahat ng Welcome to the Cool Pals! Ang Cool Pals naman, si James wanted to put up a podcast. So, ang pre-pandemic 2019, gusto niya kasama ako sa si Nonong. So, nag-brainstorm kami. We thought of a way how to do Comedy Manila podcast pa yan. Ang reason was, kami na lang yung behind. So, that's one of the problems also. Or hindi naman problems, challenges ng someone who does the production side. Hindi ikaw, I cannot put myself on every show as the headliner every time. Kasi parang tinitake advantage ko naman yung power ko. So I have to make sure that
parang conflict of interest.
So usually you see me as hosting the show, ganyan, or I'm in the back end, kayo muna, ganyan. So pagdating sa nung nangyari yun, kami yung mga least known comedians sa Comedy Manila na walang following. So sabi ni James, napag-iwanan na tayo, may mga big projects na yung iba, tayo wala pa. Start natin to. O sige. Tapos then dinesign namin yung show, Comedy Manila. But eventually, yung Comedy Manila design did not go well with the rest of the comedians. Kasi nga, when me and James and Nonong will talk and discuss, we're not representing everyone. So medyo tumatama din sa mga ego nung iba yung ginagawa namin or sa mga trabaho nila.
Priorities din ng iba.
Ang nangyari niyan, may pa-contest kami, nimibigay kami ng iFlix na voucher card. Tapos, balahura kami. So, may pamura nga kami, ganun mura. So, ang sumasagot ng inquiries and booking nun, si Alex Calleja. So, sabi niya, pag nag-message ka ng Comedy Manila, number ni Alex yung lalabas kasi siya nga nag-handle ng booking and inquiries ng Comedy Manila. So, ngayon, tumawag ngayon yung isang nanalo. Nasaan na yung voucher ko? Sabi niya, anong voucher? Parang, tanga ka ba? Parang nagkaganon. Umabot sa nag-aanoan sila na barubal.
Miscommunication.
So, ayun, huwag niyong, parang nagkaroon ng parang, wala yun na lang yan. Para kasi ako yung nababada. Kasi nga, puro booking inquiries lang ang hinahandle ni Alex. So, nag-decide kami na i-move yung podcast away from Comedy Manila. So, yung Cool Pals name, actually ito, 2011 or 2010 or 2011 was a show na kasi at that time gusto ng ABS-CBN mag-pitch kami ng mga shows. So I thought of the name Cool Pals kasi play-off name siya ng Kupal. So Cool Pals as a comedy sketch show na every midnight dapat papalabas sa ABS. Pero pinitch pa namin yan. It did not work. So since 2011 or 2010, I had this name Cool Pals na ayokong bitawan na parang meron to Like there's something na dito, pinipitch ko pa palagi na sitcom, na Cool Pals, mga borders sila ng isang ganyan. Tapos, nung moment na iniisip namin na mag-leave iiwan yung Comedy Manila to put up our own podcast, may kausap akong actually writer, si Ice de Guzman, brilliant writer. And I was pitching a sitcom, Cool Pals. Sabi niya, okay to, gawa ka na ng logline, gawa ka ng kung ano. Sabi ko, sige. Pero nung nag-isip kami ng ilayo yung podcast sa Comedy Manila, ang isip ko, pangalan natin, The Cool Pals. Sabi ko, Cool Pals. Kasi parang, maganda sa tunog, ganyan. Tapos magkakaibigan tayo. Tapos kupalan din naman. Tapos din, yun nga, yung idea was, kami Cool Pals, yung audience namin Cool Pals din. So everyone's Cool Pals. Tapos tinawagan ko si Ice, sorry, pull out ko yung name. From this, sabi ko, gagawin ko na lang siyang podcast. Tapos yun And
that's how it was born.
Tapos 3 kami sa bahay, and then, parang ganito sa kama. Kasi may mga gin, iinuman kami, kung ano-ano. So,
minsan natutulog na nga ako doon habang nag-record kayo.
So, dun nagsimula.
Ganun siya.
And then, when the pandemic happened, the lockdown happened, everyone went online for entertainment. So, we were there, and then it increased the nakatulong siya sa pag-promote ng stand-up. And that's one thing that I'm happy na nagawa ng Cool Pals. Kasi, yun naman yung purpose din promote stand-up. That's why yung Comedy Manila podcast yung una. To help promote the shows. Tapos, na-promote namin. Tapos sa pandemic, we're happy na we were able to get people to watch online comedy shows. Kasi nung nag-start yung Cool Pals, pandemic na. So, nag-worry na kami. Sabi ko, pwede ba tayong mag-record online with an audience? So, si James naman, yes, pwede natin gawin yung Zoom. So, on the first day ng lockdown, we were live online via Facebook, recording our episode. Tapos papunta kami ng Dupax at that time. So, umabot naman ako sa recording. Pero, ayun, because of that aspect, yung Comedy Manila was able to survive the pandemic because we used that technology to do online open mic, online stand-up shows na the comedians were able to survive. Kasi wala kaming pagkakitaan. Walang live shows, wala lahat. So, yun yung nangyari. So, I'm very happy because of the podcast. It also opened that kind of opportunity for the comedians to earn.
Ang ganda nung naging transition from, yun nga, live and then to online. And then yung naging female counterpart naman is Lady Bosses. Paano naman nag-start yun?
Kasi nung pre-pandemic, come and go yung mga female comedians. Like, siguro mga ilang months sila, tapos bigla na magkukwit sila. Ako yung parang halos naging constant doon. Kasi wala akong choice. Andun siya. Like, pupunta lang din naman ako ng open mic, pupunta lang din naman ako ng show. Then eventually, kailangan kong may gawin habang sumasama sa kanya. So parang ako yung naging constant na babae dun sa stand-up comedy. Tapos, nung nagkaroon na nga ng, yung Cool Pals, nagkaroon ng open mic, online open mic, dun dumami yung mga babaeng comedians. Kasi, madali lang siya nasa bahay ka lang, tapos, yun, parang dumami sila actually. Tapos, after pandemic, yung mga nag-open mic, nung online, nagtuloy-tuloy sila. Tapos, si Jeline, yung isa sa mga comedians na babae, parang ginather lang niya yung mga babaeng comedians. Nagkaroon lang kami ng chat group para lang mag-bounce ng jokes. Tapos doon nag-start yung, ano kaya mag-podcast din tayo? Ano kaya mag-show din tayo na tayo mga babae? Parang ganun. So, parang naglaro lang kami sa idea na ano kaya? Tapos hanggang sa natuloy. Then, nung nag-start na kami nag-iisip ng mga pangalan, nagpa-survey pa kami online. Survey pa kami online, may mga kung magkakaroon kami ng podcast, ano yung sa tingin niyo yung okay sa amin na pangalan? May mga Wititas, Sisas of Manila, parang
Perspectives.
Perspectives, mga ganun. So, ang dami naming linagay sa listahan. Ang daming suggestion. Tapos,
never-ending talking.
Tapos wala kami. Tapos nung nag-come up kami na ng name, wala kaming napili dun sa mga suggestions and sa listahan namin. Tapos ako lang din ang nag-isip ng name. Ewan ko, bigla na lang naisip ko na lang din na mga ladies tayo. Tapos magpa-podcast tayo. So the Lady Bosses. So parang ako lang din, parang like GB. Kung ano siya yung nagpangalan dun sa sa podcast nila. Ako din yung nagpangalan dun sa podcast na Lady Bosses. So parang nagustuhan nila. Tapos okay lang ba kahit wala sa listahan na pinagbotohan? Oo, okay lang yun kasi tayo naman to So yun, hanggang sa nagkaroon ng Lady Bosses. Tapos hanggang ngayon, 2 years na kami. Kahapon yung anniversary namin.
Congrats!
Hindi kasing garbo ng Cool Pals, pero steady lang. Andyan pa rin kami. So, yun.
Malay natin, di ba? It'll, eventually then, will have its peak then and break through. So, hopefully, dadating din yun. Yeah.
Kailangan lang naman talaga consistent.
Yes.
And yung parang ang maganda dun sa Cool Pals yung na-enjoy namin yung hangout talaga. So pag nag-uusap kami, parang nag-uusap lang kami magkakaibigan. So that helps. That helps make it easier.
Parang yung Lady Bosses, pinanganak ng Cool Pals yun. Actually, maraming podcast ang napanganak dahil sa Cool Pals.
And it's nice then both names are like
kinukuha na namin ng percentage. Dahil sa Pilipinas, pinagkakitaan ng mga anak. Di ba? 10%. Lady Bosses.
So, sa podcast, anak mo ako.
Oo.
Sa Aruga, ikaw naman yung ano.
Sa Aruga.
Ang weird. Ang weird. Nalito na ako.
Pero nice din na both names have a play on words. Parang pareho siyang maganda na Lady Bosses, ganyan. Pero bosses din.
It helps din it helps identify your show to your audience na comedy show ka. Parang ganun lang, Lady Bosses, nakakatawa. Cool Pals, di ba? Parang nakakatawa na agad. So, kinda gives them an idea na comedy podcast.
Meron din siyang recall. Pareho.
Tapos yun, maganda din sa Lady Bosses, puro stand-up comedians din yung mga host ng Lady Bosses. So parang sa kanila din. Actually, yung ginagawa lang namin pang babae.
Girl version, girl perspective.
Oo, kasi ang demographics namin, 85% na lalaki, 50% pa-out pa lang.
Closeted.
Pero nakakagulat yung Lady Bosses, yung pinakamarami namin listeners, mga lalaki.
Yun yung 15%. Joke lang.
Hindi, pero pinakamarami. Tapos hinihila na lang nila yung mga girlfriends nila.
Ganon.
To listen. Tapos, para makuha din namin yung mga demographic ng mga babae, gumagawa rin kami ng mga topics na tungkol sa babae. Para makuha rin namin sila na hindi lang puro lalaki yung mga nakikinig sa atin.
So it's nice that you get to work together then in some way. Well, how is it working together na pareho kayong comedians? How is that life? Or how do you feel about that?
Yun din. Parang nadagdagan lang ako ng isa pang comedian na may ego na I have to also take care of. Kasi bukod sa girlfriend, bukod sa partner, then you have to may mundo siya sa comedian. So I have to talk. Sometimes you want to talk directly kaso minsan masakit talaga. So mahirap siya
kasi iba yung iba yung humor namin. Siya talaga kahit sa yung mga audience niya, mga pare, mga madre, mga bata, kaya niya magpatawa kasi clean yung material niya. Ako medyo hindi naman medyo, parang may pagkabastos, dark. Alam mo yun, yung medyo may masasaktan. So parang minsan kapag nag-bounce ako ng joke sa kanya, sabi niya, bawasan mo yung ganito na word or alisin mo yan, hanap ka ng ibang, kasi baka may masaktan. Parang ganon. Ako minsan, parang, nakakatawa yan para sa akin. Kung alisin ko yung word na to, wala na siyang impact for me. Parang ganon. Pero sabi niya, kasi ayoko may magalit sa'yo. Parang yun yung concern niya. Kasi may aruga ka pa na inaalagaan. So kung bastos ka dito, tapos nalaman ng mga clients mo sa aruga na ganito ka pala dun sa sa stand-up mo, parang medyo baka ma-off sila sa'yo. Parang yun naman yung concern niya sa akin.
Looking out for you lang din.
Oo, kasi mom, caring mom, tapos bilong. So, alter ego. So, yun lang naman. Kasi nakakatakot kasi yung mga netizens ngayon. So, parang
getting cancelled,
So, baka damay-damay. Kasi, naalala ko yung isang commercial na dapat siya yung makukuha. Dalawa na lang silang pinagpipilian. Tapos, yung isa yung nakuha. Hindi, siya na, medyo na-down siya kasi malaki din yung pay. Pero, yung commercial got nabash siya ng mga netizens.
Ng mga mommies, actually.
Ng mga mommies. So, parang, dun ako nagkaroon ng idea, ng takot, na parang, oo nga, no? Just as simple as sinasabi nung commercial na, mag-juice ka kaysa magtubig. Yung kasi yung parang message nung commercial. So binash yung commercial. Damay yung
damay yung
artista. So parang yan yung diyan una nagkaroon ako ng idea na parang pwede ka mabash because of something
parang naging blessing in disguise na rin na hindi ikaw yung nakuha for that.
Pero
yan.
Kasi parang
yung pay ko.
Kasi parang kuwari you are doing that commercial, meaning you agree with that commercial. So isipin nila, hindi maaalis ng tao na work lang to, I get paid to do it, I don't care. No, there's a message ng commercial mo and you doing it, ikaw na. So everything you do outside of that commercial, affected siya. Di ba? Parang
sell out.
Paano ka magiging mabait sa bata na gusto mo benefit bata, commercial mo ganito. So yun na yung conflict na ngayon sa mga tao na pwede nilang dalhin dun yung product mo or company mo, what have you. So, yun lang. Pero yun nga, tama naman si Jeannie. If it is your art form and you believe it's funny, then you have to do it.
Pero tama ka din.
It's a balancing act nga na parang showing your true self but also thinking about like the repercussions din ng pwedeng mangyari. So, yeah, it's a give and take then with
so, ang hirap.
that.
Medyo mahirap siya.
And you have to think about, like you said nga, yung syempre relationship nyo like as partners and also as workmates na rin. Kailangan i-balance din yun.
Yes.
Pero paano ba nagsimula yung relationship nyo? How did you meet? And
sa comedy show, nanood siya. Jeannie. Pero napanood niya ako. Yan, usually talaga muubos siya ng plema. Nakwento ko yung love life ko.
Naubos siya sa love life.
Given na yan, parang suka siya ng dugo.
Sorry.
Parang hindi niya matake. Kasi binuntis ko na para wala na siyang choice.
Wala nang kawala.
Noon una niya ako napanood sa Alchemy. Yun yung Alchemy, doon ako una nag-open mic. So, nung una siya, late siya noon. So, nung dumating siya, ang ginagawa ko na at that time, nakikijam na lang ako sa banda. Bakanta kami. Kasi kami lang nandun eh. Mga friends niya, naging regulars na sila Ana, sila Ame, sila Che, yan. So, same group of people watching you every Thursday. Same band playing, yung En Mas. Yan. That's the band's name. Tapos, tugtog lang kami after, parang nag-hangout na kami. So, eventually, kumakanta na kami. Tapos, dumating siya. Tapos, nasing na siya. Sabi niya, I like your voice. Ganun siya bakla sa kanya. You can see, I like your singing. Ganun siya. Magkano yung table ikaw dito, sabi. Sabi ko, hindi pa ako.
Parang hindi na yun part.
Hindi pa ako GRO. Sabi ko, hindi pa ako GRO. Sabi niya, pahawak ng legs mo. Sabi ko, hindi pa ako ganyang klaseng lalaki.
Haba pa naman ng legs.
Oo, haba ng legs mo. Sabi niya, ilang taon ka na, upo ka sa lap ko. Sabi ko, hindi pa ako ganyang lalaki. May dignidad po ako. Tapos
FA pa yata ako.
FA ka pa nun. So, nakakatawa, yung Alchemy, kung saan ako unang nag-open mic, same building as where the Cool Pals records their podcast.
Okay.
Our podcast, oo. So, same building siya, nakakatawa. So, doon kami unang nag-meet, tapos then, hangout. And then, sa Tomato Kick, yun, doon na siya madalas pumupunta. Sabi
Kasi
ko,
malapit sa bahay.
Oo. Tapos yun na, doon na nabuo yung attraction. Yung attraction.
And then you have 2 children, diba? Pero the first child was not with him pa. Was it with the pilot ba? Or?
Tago na lang natin.
So from before yun. So you have 1 child together.
Yes.
Pero parang 2 na rin. Kasi,
syempre,
kasi parang
na,
sa akin na rin lumaki yun si
sa kanya
yung
na
panganay.
lumaki actually. Siya na yung parang kilala na niya talaga na father figure. Aside from yung dad ko. So, siya na yung...
Oo. Tapos dumagdag yung maliit nung 2017.
Parang 7 years yung agwat.
Oo, 8 actually.
8 years na.
Oo. So, masaya naman, 2 boys. Medyo mahirap lang. Hirap magpalaki ng bata ngayon. Pero masaya pa rin yung process. It's very hard because you have to adjust also to what the world is evolving to. So, challenge yan sa beliefs mo, personal beliefs mo, sa religious beliefs mo, and what society is evolving also. So, ang rami niyang factors that na kailangan namin hindi naman i-juggle, no, i-consider raising a child. Hindi na katulad dati kasi no dati yung mga batang 80s mga ano yan parang free-range chickens kami, mga free-range, di ba? Lumabas ka lang dyan. Sige, balik ka lang basta make sure umuwi ka ng alas 6. Yun lang.
At magdadasal tayo na rosary.
Free range tayo ng mga bata kami. So, Iba ngayon, more on virtual ang mga bata ngayon. So, iba yung...
Pero yung maganda, nung panahon ni Kirby, yung bunso namin, ano siya, parang dahil sa baby wearing na rin, nadadala namin siya sa mga comedy shows. So parang naging bahay niya ang teatrino noon. Kasi yun yung shows at that time, every Friday. So lagi ko siyang dala sa ano. Tapos laughter na ang una niya talagang
ito yung narinig.
Tapos habang yung panganay namin, tumatakbo lang kung saan-saan dun akyat baba siya habang may nagsushow. So parang talagang naging playground nila yung comedy show.
I'm sure magiging maganda yung like memories nila, like from childhood, pagtanda nila, sana yun yung parang bit nila when they're
ang maganda lang is that being exposed to comedy shows, medyo malawak yung sense of humor nila. So alam nila joke lang. So I think yan yung if as parents we want yung mga other parents also to make sure that your kids also knows and is exposed to jokes para hindi naman sila ganun ka-sensitive na they will take everything seriously or ma-offend sila. So, by exposing them to comedy shows, comedy movies, comedy cartoons, what have you, different types of humor, you're actually helping your kid also find things that will entertain them. Kasi malaki yung tulong ng comedy sa buhay ng isang tao.
Tsaka mental health.
Yun nga. That's it. Yan yung malaking tulong. And we learned that during the pandemic. Everyone cling to entertainment, funny movies, funny sketches, lahat. During that time na stressful lahat dahil nakakulong tayo lahat sa bahay.
Frontliners nga dapat talaga ang mga entertainers noong time ng pandemic.
So, malaking tulong. That's why ang naalala mo, yung mga nakakatawang professors or public figures, and mga mas naalala mo sila more because mas napipick up mo yung mga information that is given to you. Pag may tawa, may humor. So, malaking tulong yan sa tao.
Yes.
So, yun yung gusto natin sa mga bata. They grow up understanding what is a joke. Ganyan, hindi yung, hala, bawal yan.
Not too sensitive naman. Yeah.
They grow up na parang, pwedeng tawanan lang lahat.
Kasi ganun ang rule sa joke eh. Diba? Parang tawanan mo lang lahat. Kaya nang naman ako nagiging hesitant ngayon, lalo na sa mga jokes ni Jamie because it's a bit dark. Because of the kind of audience now, dun sa online. I'm not saying audience ng Comedy Manila. Audience ng Comedy Manila, they know what they know. Pero yung sa online, parang masyadong mob. So, parang nakakatakot.
Kaya hindi ako masyado nagpo-post ng mga videos online.
So, parang nakakatakot na. But, if we educate our kids na ganito ang joke, then we'll be able to ease that type of audience online. Di ba? Parang wala na ganong people get to understand, okay, joke lang yan. Okay, masyadong OA. So, sila na mismo yung magsasabi. And I think, yun din yung nagawa ng Cool Pals. And nagagawa ng Cool Pals is that we are actually educating also that these are all just jokes. Yun ang goal namin eh. Ang joke are only two things. Funny or not funny. If you don't find the joke funny, you wait for the next joke. Yun ang sasabi ko palagi. Para, di ba, parang huwag ka mag-dwell dun sa hindi mo gusto, but ayaw mo nga siya eh. So, kalimutan mo na and you move forward. And then listen to, or find,
will consume you.
Find a comedian that you enjoy. Di ba? And that's it. Don't waste your time sa comedian na ayaw mo. Parang, di ba, sira lang ulo mo dyan.
True. So, mag-focus na lang tayo sa mga positive and kung saan ka nakaka-relate, kung ano yung gusto mo. Kasi everyone has their audience din eh. Each joke has like, parang yun yung, ito gusto ko to, pero pwedeng yung isa, hindi ko to gusto, pero ito gusto ko. So, ganun siya.
Kaya maganda sa Comedy Manila, meron yung all-female, para yung mga audience ng mga babae na ayaw masyado sa masculine jokes. Pumunta doon. Merong all-LGBT, para yung mga,
I think meron silang,
may sariling demographic yung shows.
Nag-branch out na siya into different groups of comedians that certain groups can relate to.
May konyo comedians, may kalye comedians.
Kanya-kanyang thing lang eh, no? You just have to find which one suits you. And for my next question naman, since napag-usapan din natin ng family, para kanino naman kayo bumabangon at patuloy na nangangarap?
Madalas kasi, ako madalas dahil naiihina ako. Nabangon ako kasi, di ba?
Oo, yun yung pinaka-kinakaasarang.
Sayang yung comforter. So, dahil naiihi ako, kailangan bumangon sa umaga para umihi.
Either iihi ka o mag-UTI ka na.
Oo, so ang choice ko, umihi na lang. So, para umihi ang first nagising ko sa umaga. And then, everything, yun, sa family talaga. So, yun nga din when we talk about, lumalaki na yung podcast namin. So, we make sure that we always set our priorities. Yun ang sinasabi ko. Like, pamilya or podcast? Pamilya. Physical well-being or mental well-being or podcast? Physical and mental palagi. So, sasabi ko, then, if your priority is family and then physical wellness and mental wellness, then you just change podcast to money, fame. So, dapat yun palagi yung priorities natin. So, just exchange. Family, fame. Family, money. Family. So sabi ko, yun kasi yung maganda sa setup ng Cool Pals. 5 kami. So, if you say that I cannot do, I'm stressed, then everyone will just step up for you, to cover for you, para habang stress ka or you need time for yourself, you can. Kasi ang importante, ang priority is sarili mo, pamilya mo, and everything that will make you more effective as a co-host of the show. Kasi pilitin mo ng pilitin yan.
Yeah,
hindi siya maging effective. Nandyan nga siya, pero his mind is somewhere else. Diba? So, yan yung gusto naming iset sa shows, sa pamilya, is that whatever you do, your priority should be family. Everything you do is for them. You don't do something to be away from your family. Yun yung parang, well, some people will be away from their family because of their jobs, but it's not going to be long-term. Diba? So, babalik ka. You do it because priority mo sila.
Yes.
Pero if you're here, diba, yung parang yun yung mahirap na task is, hindi naman siya mahirap. It's just that,
challenge.
Yung challenge of babalansihin mo everything that you are getting right now is that huwag mong kakalimutan yung kasama mo. Diba? Like, okay, wala na akong time. Nagiging, if I get overworked, nagiging masungit ako. And I don't like it. Kasi,
and I don't like it
either.
Nagiging masungit ako sa bahay because di ko na sila makita. Parang uwi ako, pag matulog, gising, aalis. Tapos,
may 1 week na ganun
2 weeks actually, sunod-sunod. Like, so parang ayoko muna. I want time for myself, ganyan. So parang doon mo makikita, who do you wake up for? So parang ako, I wake up for my family. Pero I do not wake up for fame na mawala akong time sa family.
Parang yun din yung reason kung bakit hindi namin yung full force yung Lady Bosses kasi mothers kaming lahat Tapos maliliit pa. Tapos yung dalawa pa sa amin, yung isa nanganak na, yung isa manganak pa lang. So parang talagang yung priority din talaga nila is yung mga kids. So talagang kung sinabi nila, hindi ako pwede dahil sa may kailangan akong gawin for the family, gano'n. Talagang stop na yan. Hindi na pwede, reschedule na yan. So parang yun din yung priority din talaga namin sa counterpart ng Pals.
Tsaka ang maganda rin doon kasi if you prioritize family and your physical and mental well-being, you'll be a better comedian din. Diba? So it goes hand in hand.
Oo. Kasi talagang nakakasira ng ulo yung stress ng pag-iisip. Tapos pagtatrabaho. So these things you kind of work on while you are going up the ladder to whatever passion you want or work you want, para hindi ka nagtitilt, di ba? When you go, minsan pag nag-success ka na, diretso na, natangin ka na ng success, and then you left everyone. Parang behind.
Din yun Like, parang andun ka, tapos, nasa na yung family mo. Parang makikita nila na hindi ka close sa family mo because ito talaga yung prioritize.
Pero monetary, you can provide. Diba? All of these things, you can whatever you like, you can provide. Pero, sa lahat kasi alam mo ako, I listen to yung mga leaders, ganyan, or mga business people, when they say na, I got rich, and then, I realized, money is not the most important thing. Sabi ko, it's always being said by people who have reached the top that it was not worth it.
Yes. Why
So,
don't we learn
bakit
from them?
hindi na natin ayusin ngayon? So, so being one of the members of a popular podcast, parang nandun na kami sa stage we're in, kami yung boss. So, we cannot be toxic bosses kasi we don't want to work for a toxic boss. So we have our own company. So we will actually execute the way wherein everyone will be comfortable or relaxed or in their perfect situation wherein we can create more comedy for everyone. So yan yung ano ko palagi, parang we should listen to them on our way to the top. Para pag nandun ka na sa success mo, kasama mo lahat nagse-celebrate. And you don't need to tell everyone, ang importante, pamilya, hindi pera. You can skip that. Kasi ginawa mo, natuto ka na eh. So you can say to everyone,
may nauna na naka-experience.
Kasi mabagal siya, yes. Kasi minsan may mga iba, trabuhin mo. Then when you get there, saka ka magpamilya, nakaipon ka na. Pero, how sure are you live to see that day? Diba? Trabaho, namatay ka. What happened to the time?
Trabaho, tapos hindi mo napansin yung dawan mo.
Oo, diba? So parang, ang success kasi will happen if you're just consistently working on it. Together with everything that you want in your life.
And success is shared also
with
other people.
Minsan kasi ang success is only amount, di ba? Inano nila, ito, yaman mo na, sobra. Wow, successful ka. Di ba? Pero someone who is striving and getting the bills paid, getting the kids to school, and being with the family most of the time, being there for them, that should be equated as success para sa akin.
Tsaka parang mas masaya yung mga taong ganun, nababalance lahat. Based on observation lang din, parang ganun.
So parang ganyan. So kung yan ang siguro mapapayo ko sa mga dreamers. Yung ganun. Parang while you're building to that, make sure that you're also building on the important things. Minsan kami siguro, if there's something that is lacking in our family, will be our spiritual guidance. Kasi pag tumatanda ka na, parang pag Catholic ka din minsan, parang narinig mo na lahat. Parang umulit na to Iba lang ang date, parang gano'n.
So, syempre yung leaders din kasi ng faith natin, medyo nakikita mo na hindi sila ganun ka.
So you have to find
their,
so you have to find the church that di naman Catholic ka pa rin, pero you just find the priest that you can relate to or you trust, that when they give you a sermon, then may baong ka talaga na uuwi. So, yan siguro yung kulang. We have to find our church and our priest.
Baka pwede ka pa rin magpare at
Pwede
magmother.
pa rin. Pwede naman. Actually,
pwede mag-asawa.
yung kay Bo Sanchez, yung yung feast, actually may mga pastors sila, speakers that are married that will share. So, yan, maganda. That's why I appreciate those types of setup. Kasi mas relatable siya, mas makaka-pick up ka ng something na makakatulong sa buhay. So, yan ang mga mentors ko. Well, so-called mentors kasi hindi ko naman sila nakakausap pero I listen when they talk. Yan, si Bo Sanchez, Francisco, yan, yung two of my favorite people that I listen to and I try to apply their teachings.
Sa akin naman yung advice ko sa mga dreamers or asawa or girlfriend ng mga partners ng mga dreamers, like instead of creating yung clash or conflict, you have to understand kung you have to step in their shoe. Yung katulad nga yung ginawa ko na instead na awahin ko siya, nag-open mic ako to know kung ano talaga yung nararamdaman niya, kung what he's thinking and all. And then,
Tama.
Oo, mas maganda
Actually,
pag naintindihan mo eh.
Bumababa na yung mga taong may empathy. So, they cannot relate to certain
Oo.
situations already.
Yung hindi,
So, yun yung...
it's not about parang, nasasaktan niya ako. It's about parang, bakit kaya tayo nandun sa situation na to? Kumbaga parang, I have a part din kung bakit ako nasasaktan. So, you have to work with your partner. Or kung hindi niya muna kayang harapin yung mga problema, then you have to understand or you have to step in his shoes and understand kung saan siya nanggagaling. Then, and vice versa. Hindi ibig sabihin dahil babae ako, ako yung magaganon. Hindi, siya din yung magsusupport din siya in a way na parang he will understand where I'm coming from also.
Yung dreamers, they need someone to hold on to.
Someone to trust.
And yung support, you get your support from, you don't get the support from everyone. Pero, once you get someone supporting you, latch on to that person. Para pag napanghihinaan ka ng loob, you know that this person still believes in you and supports you. Kaya ako grateful sa family ko. Kasi, ako yung bunso. So, we were not, there was a time na talagang hirap sa pera. But then, when I decided to venture into comedy, alam nila walang pera dyan, pero they believed in me and supported me. Kahit na alam nilang wala akong kinikita, ganyan. They supported me. I never heard someone from the family say, tigil mo yung kalokohan na yan, magtrabaho ka. No one said that. Kahit tatay ko, naghihirap na kami, natutulog na kami sa sahiga. Wala. That's what I appreciated sa family ko, is that yung support. So, to family members here, then when you see someone in your family trying to become an artist or follow their dreams or passion, just support them.
Let them be.
Support them. You don't need to say anything to support. Just allow them. Ganun. Yung huwag mong harangin. So, it will really help.
Give them the courage
ayoko nga nanonood mga kamag-anak ko actually sa shows. I never invite them to watch my shows. I invite them to watch other people's shows. Pero not my show. Kasi ang pamilya, alam mong mahal ka ng mga yan kasi hindi tumatawa yung mga yan. Kasi worried sila sa mga tao sa audience. Kung tatawa sila sa'yo.
Kung may punchline, gaganon sila.
Titingin muna sila sa'yo.
Check nila. Tumatawa ba yung mga tao?
Tumatawa ba sila? Tumatawa ba sila? So parang ayoko na, huwag kayo manood ng show ko. Kasi may isang lamesang tumaganon lang. Tumatawa ba sila? Baka hindi tinatawanan. Kasi grabe yung joke na yun, baka hindi tawanan. Parang there's so much concern na they forget to enjoy the comedy show. Not all, but some. So, yan, yung mga kapatid ko will watch and they will not tell me that they're watching. Yun yung nakasanayan na nila na huwag na natin sabihin kasi baga ano lang yan si GB, matatakot for us. So, gagawin lang nila pagtapos na yung show, papakita sila, hi Jay, nunod kami sa likod.
Congrats!
No, parang dito pala kayo. Oo, dito kami. So, ganyan sila.
Sobrang laki ng support.
Yes. Dreamers, latch on to your supporters. Kahit aso mo pa yan or pusa, latch onto it because you need someone that believes in you. Because it's not going to be sunny days all the time. Medyo mahirap talaga siya. And then, if you really love doing what you do, just keep on doing it because it will love you back.
Yes.
Yan yung isa sa mga pasasalamat ko sa Diyos is that I gave my time and effort together with the rest of the communions to build the community, to build the comedy scene. And after doing that, all comedy did for me was love me back. Binigyan ako ng comedy writing gigs, acting gigs. There was a place for me in the comedy scene. And all because I just poured my love to comedy. And I love to hear laughs. And I always want to see what makes people laugh. And eventually, yan na. Talagang sobrang alaga. Everything that I have in my house is because of comedy. Talaga, yung sofa ko, because I did a gig with Rex Navarrete. So yung sofa ko, it's not that expensive. 15,000 lang siya na mahaba. Sobrang nandiyan pa rin siya. Yung TV, yung aircon. And every time bago matulog, I will always be like, thank you Lord. It's like it feels like I'm cheating life because I'm getting all of this because I'm doing something I love.
Yes.
It's not easy. It's always hard. Pero
Very
to think that I am there getting my kids to school, paying their tuition, doing what I love, something that I never dreamed of having. So, darating yan. It did not come in easy. Talagang sobrang hirap. You have to pour in. Yan sabi nila, if you want to pump water from a water well, kailangan mo muna maglagay ng tubig. Kaya ng tubig.
Totoo siya.
So, yun yung time and effort that you put on stage. You have to keep on putting in. Huwag kang umasa na may mapapump ka dyan. Keep on putting in. And the more you...
rusty yung lalabas na muna.
So you have to put in some oil. Pero keep on putting water. It may take some time. Pero once that well is ready, once you start pumping, it will be overflowing na yan.
Yes.
So yun yung masaya. Kaya mawawala na yung mga moments na naghirap ka. Well, di naman siya mawawala. Mapapalitan lang siya. Pero
laughter.
Ng hirap and laughter.
Yes.
And more support.
Yes.
So, yeah.
And I think that's it. Sobrang dami ng words of wisdom.
Oo nga, sobrang na. Baka hindi na siya.
I think part 2 na, magiging 2 parts na to because of how long it is. But it's so great to hear your stories and your lessons and lahat ng mga daanan nyo nga na i-share nyo to our dreamers. So yeah, thank you so much for being here sa Pillow Talk. Good night, guys. And sweet dreams. Kukontinue pa namin yung chikahan.
Patutulog na kami. Pag-uusapan ko ng chismis. Madami tayong chismis.